My name is Joakim Brantingsson and I'm preparing right now for the 2023 Mini-Transat. The Mini-Transat is a quite unique challenge where you sail a boat across the Atlantic along with about 90 other sailors in a race, which has taken place every other year since 1977. What separates Mini-Transat from many types of other sailing? For firstly, you are alone, and secondarily, as a result of the fact that you are alone, you are very limited in the amount of sleep you're getting every day. So during the 20-25 days of racing, you sleep in 25-minute intervals. I don't think that it's for everyone, but for me, I feel fantastic out there. I really thrive in those conditions. So on this boat at the moment, we have a few things that have been 3D printed. As the boat is exposed to a lot of water and salt, we have found that using the rABS, the recycled ABS plastic from North, has been really valuable. So here we have two Carver cleats, which are elevated by shims made from rABS, and they have been installed here for the whole time we had the boat. So they have been outdoors for more or less 2 seasons now and show absolutely no sign of wearage. Well, as soon as you need 3D printed parts to not just be a visual prototype but also have a functional value, and especially on a boat which, like this one, is out there being constantly slammed in the waves and splashed by salt water, it's important to work with materials that you know can stand up to those conditions. We 3D printed those release buttons for our constrictor clutches. So in this way we can control the tension on different lines and identify 2 of the most important lines on the boat. This is the glow-in-the-dark PLA. We have found that it withstands the torture on the boat really well, despite it being more or less a cosmetic, at least to me, product. So these are the foots for our carbon fiber holders for the solar panels that we have to power the boat. And inside here we have rABS filament, which has been laminated with carbon fiber, and so far we have been out sailing the boat in winds up to 48 knots, which is almost 30 meters per second, so storm strengths, and we have not been seen any signs of wearage or issues with this construction. We actually use a quite simple Ender-free 3D printer, which has been slightly modified now to accommodate printing materials with higher temperatures. But besides that, we don't really feel the need to push the limits in 3D printing. We already do that on the water.